Welcome back to my 31 days of summer barbecue. Now we have tons of barbecue recipes coming out over the next month. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss a trick and you catch every single one. Day 10, trifle. Let's get it. A barbecue is not a barbecue without a trifle, and trifles lay very close to my heart. If you want to feed the family, if you're on a bit of a budget, if you want to create memories for your kids and your grandkids, a proper banging trifle is a surefire way to do that. We're using stone fruit, we're using almond, and we're using peach snaps to create a stunning boozy trifle that will be the centerpiece of your Great British barbecue. Now, if we're talking trifle, we've got to talk jelly. I like to make my jelly out of the juices of whatever tinned fruit you're going to use. In this case, it's peaches, so open those up and we're just going to strain them off. Now we're just going to pour off this juice into our pan. You won't have enough, to be honest, so always top it up with a little bit of water to get to the desired volume of your packet of jelly, whatever you're using. That goes onto the stove. Just very gently bring that up to heat. In the meantime, you've got your jelly. Take that out of the packet. This could be a powder. In this case, I've got these little cubes. I'm just gonna cut that, put it into our liquid, and let that all melt together. Now, while that's melting down, we want to get our sponge ready. This is a beautiful Swiss roll. You can use ladies' fingers, but for this, I've got an apricot Swiss roll just to carry on that stone fruit feel. And again, time making this versus the flavor that you get, there's not a lot of desserts that come close. It's super easy, you just have to follow a few steps, but all of the stuff is pretty much done for you. Take your Swiss roll and you're just gonna cut that into slices. Nice and even, about a centimetre and a half, and then into our beautiful little trifle dish at an angle. Place these around in order to fill up any gaps and create a beautiful base for our trifle. Now our jelly's coming up to heat, so just give that a good swirl, and then we're going to leave that on the side to cool down slightly while we get the rest of our trifle together. Why are we going to leave it to cool down? Because if you leave it to cool down now, it's not going to take so long to cool down into a jelly form when it's in the fridge. Now the important bit, the booze. I've gone for peach snaps just to encapsulate that stone fruit feel that we're going for in this trifle. A good couple of glugs of that straight over the sponge. Straight after that, your peaches go in, your tinned fruit. This could be mixed fruit, this could be strawberries, this could be whatever you like. If you're going on a different flavor with this, use kirsch instead of schnapps, and use cherries potentially. You could do like a cherry trifle, you could do strawberry trifle, mixed fruit trifle with a strawberry jelly. There's loads of tinned fruit, there's loads of jelly, there's loads of Swiss rolls, ladies' fingers, alcohols. Go nuts with it. Make one that's your own. And do make sure these are sort of like separated around. I've got my tinned peach, I've got my fruity, soft, nice bite. I'm looking for a little bit of sticky, dry apricot, just to give it a good amount of sweetness and a little bit of chew. Get those straight out onto your board, and then we're gonna take one, cut it twice one way, cut it twice or 3 times the other way, and you end up with these beautiful little diced up bits. They're gonna go perfectly in and amongst those tinned peaches, giving this a beautiful bite and a real depth of flavor. Now our jelly is cooled. We're gonna pour that all over the top, give it a little shake, making sure that jelly has reached every inch of that sponge, every inch of that fruit. Then we're gonna bang this straight in the fridge. This has been sat in the fridge now for about 4 hours. The jelly is solidified. Are we making our custard? No, we're not, because this is about the utilization of products that are already good on the market. It's budget, it's time efficient, and it's perfect for a summer family get together. So over that set jelly, you just pour that can straight out, and then with the back of your spoon or a Maurice, just spread that out, make it as even as possible. And we're not reinventing the wheel here. This is a super simple, basic recipe that any one of you can make at home. Next part is our creme chantilly. Whenever I make a creme chantilly or a sweetened dairy product, I generally go for 10% sweetness. What does that mean? It means if you've got 100 grams of dairy, you put 10% of that weight in sugar into it. So you put in 10 grams of sugar for every 100 grams of cream, 100 grams of mascarpone, 100 grams of milk, whatever that sweet thing might be. I've got a 600 gram carton of cream, and to that we're going to add 60 grams of icing sugar. Good splash of vanilla essence, and then we get that whisked. So now at this stage, take your Maurice and just dollop it on. I go for the outsides first, and then work your way back into the middle. Evenly distribute it. Then with the back of a spoon, you're just teasing that cream around the outside, making sure it's fully covered. Almonds on top of this stone fruit trifle is only right. I've got some toasted almonds here. They've been quickly toasted in the oven, or you can buy them toasted already, and then they get flaked just over the top. And that's it, done. A stunning British summer trifle filled with stone fruit, vanilla, and the flavor of almonds. This could be the next best thing on your family get-togethers. If you want to change the flavor slightly, go with it where you will. But everyone needs to know how to make a banging British trifle. Thank you.